lost control, no one knows. Sing it for the can't go back, sing it for the broken past, sing it for the just found out. Life is now upside down. If you're looking for hope tonight, raise your hand.
Hello, I'm Will Schofield with the Hall County School District, and I just want to welcome you to the Hall County School District training session dealing with trauma and mental health awareness. You know, one of the things that you ought to be asking yourself, I know I've asked myself it for the last several years, is why? Why trauma? Why mental health? You know, I've talked to a lot of you, I talk to our students, I see the reports every day, and it is becoming clear to your leadership team in this district that students are under such incredible pressure, and students are dealing with such just gigantic issues in their lives, whether it has to do with trauma, whether it has to do with mental health disorders, whether that's with themselves or one of their family members or those that are close to them, that it truly is getting almost impossible for these students to be successful in their classes. We see that and we hear those stories on a daily basis, and you're the ones that are telling us that. One of the things that we also hear from our teachers in the classroom, from our bus drivers, from our cafeteria workers, and often it's just in a personal passing conversation as well, I just can't believe what these poor kids are dealing with on a daily basis, and I'm really not sure what to do about it. How do I help these kids? How do I support them? So that being said, it was probably 2-3 years ago when we came to the conclusion we're going to have to do something about this. We want to intentionally address the fact that just scores of our children are suffering. They're dealing with issues that they don't know how to deal with, and that an equal number of our adults are doing their dead level best to meet their needs, but they just don't have the tools. They're just not equipped to do the things that they need to do to support these kids so that, number one, they're successful in their classes, but isn't our bottom line goal that they're successful in life? So we looked all over the country. Quite honestly, we looked all over the world for different types of training that had to do with trauma and mental health, and I'll just be real honest with you. Some of them had good pieces here or good pieces there, but we just didn't find one that we felt like met the needs of what we were hearing from our students and what we were hearing from our teachers and our team members. So we've spent the last 18 months in a pilot creating our own trauma mental health awareness training. We've now delivered it to probably almost 500 of your colleagues, and I thank you for being part of this today. I just want to say right up front that for some of you, you'll say, well, this is information I already knew. Well, then wonderful. I hope that just reinforces what you already knew about these incredible issues that our students, and let's just be real honest, not just our students, but even our adults and the adults in our life are facing. And for others of you, and I'll just put myself into that category, that 2 years ago, had I had this training, I would have been learning all new information. And so I can only tell you from my perspective that being part of this process for the last couple of years, doing some of the training, has made great differences and paid great dividends just in my own understanding of myself and my ability to love more fully those people in my life and to have fuller relationships in my life. So again, I just want to thank you for being part of this today. I want to challenge you and invite you to sit back and say, regardless of how many trainings you've been through in your career, don't look at this as just another thing you've got to check off on the box. Pay attention, dig in, ask questions, and try to find something that you can take away so that you can better meet the needs of those students in your classrooms, that you can better understand some of the issues that are going on in your life, and that we can support each other. You know, I firmly believe that the good Lord put us on this world, and He didn't want us just to run and sweat and sprint to the very end and fall over the finish line, but He wanted us to have fulfilling relationships and be in a position to support and care for each other along the way. You know, that is why we call ourselves an organization that is striving to be the most caring place on earth. And I thank you for participating in this trauma mental health awareness training today.